You wanted a mirror, not a man. You took my blueprint and tried to build a skyscraper on a sinkhole. Now the foundation is screaming. Check the ledger. I was the architect of the wreck, with the noose around my neck, and the project you could check for a spirit on the deck. I gave you the masonry, a visionary scenery, but you were in the treachery, a mercenary machinery. I'm tracing the corrosion, an emotional implosion, and a toxic type of erosion after a physical explosion. I was concrete and steel, but you wanted something real while you were signing on the seal for a counterfeit deal. I'm the landlord of the lonely, feeling like the only person who was stony in the world, so phony baloney. I constructed every pillar, but you were the silent killer in a psychological thriller like a modern day Miller. You took my loyalty and flipped it, stripped it, and clipped it in a script where you skipped it, and the vessel was shipped it and marred it in the damage, trying to find a way to manage the shrapnel and the bandage in this urban disadvantage. Your touch was a heist, a cold and calculated iced way of keeping me enticed while the spirit was sliced. I'm haunted by the friction, the addictive restriction of a sensual conviction and the physical affliction. We were locking in the shadows on the bed of broken gallows, where the water wasn't shallow and the heart was turning tallow. I'm a slave to the geometry, the simple trigonometry of your body's astronomy and the failed autonomy. I'm starving for the texture and anatomical conjecture in the private type of lecture on the ruined architecture. Your scent is a narcotic, exotic and chaotic, in the rhythm so hypnotic, it's erotically despotic. I'm drowning in the satin, speaking devil in the Latin, while the cunning and the pattern was the trap that I was flattening. I'm a victim of the pulse, something bitter and repulsed in the fever that engulfs like a pack of hungry wolves. I'm pacing through the hallways, thinking about the always that you use me in the small ways for the glamour and the tall stage. I'm sweating out the mercury, a shimmering perjury of a soul in need of surgery for emotional mercury. The sheets are a crime scene, where the vibe is never pristine, and a nightmare so distinct for a man who's never missing. I'm shaking in the velvet, if I melted then I held it, but the fire only pelted and the hammer only felt it. You're the whiskey and the razor, a spiritual eraser with the man who was a tracer and the glow of the appraiser. I'm searching for the oxygen, the toxic estrogen is locking in the box again. The man I should have been, every nerve is a fuse, a physical abuse of a love I couldn't use, in the spirit I would lose. I'm heavy in the marrow, in the hallway that is narrow, with the flight of every arrow from a cold and lonely sparrow. So I'm liquidating us in the middle of the dust of a broken type of trust and a mechanical rust. I was hood, rich and the fiending, but the spirit is draining in the middle of the raining with no reason for complaining. I'm the foreman of the failure, a calculator, jailer of a story getting staler, and the vision getting paler. The empire is crumbled and the words have been mumbled, and the giant is stumbled and the heart has been humbled. I'm walking through the wreckage with a heavy type of package of the emotional baggage and the psychological savage. I'm a king without a crown in the waterlogged town, where the sun has gone down and the smiles are a frown. I got the gold on my neck, but I'm a physical wreck with a phantom to check and a shattered tech spec. The account is bankrupt and the fashion so abrupt, and the spirit is corrupt and the volcano will erupt. You didn't want the man, you wanted the myth. But myths don't bleed. I'm done being a ghost.